What if Japan and the British Isles made contact in the 9th century? What if Britain were colonized and the Western Shogunate established? And how would this even happen? Let's find out together. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikto. Today's video was suggested by PeshOES0. Sorry for butchering your username, but thank you very much for your suggestion. If you like the video, I would really appreciate if you subscribe and leave a like on the video. We are starting as a custom character which I've added to the Funja dynasty, which, as we can see, has branched off the imperial family quite some generations ago, and our founding father was himself only the grandson of an emperor. On our mother side, we are descending a bit closer from the imperial family, however, we are still very distantly related to the acting Tenno. Funja Yoshimoto is temperate, lustful, brave, a brilliant strategist. He is a deviant, disloyal, and robust, and was born as a bastard. We follow the Shinto faith and are of the Yamato culture. Our journey does not start right off the bat, but at this moment we are still living in Kyoto. However, our lifestyle will soon bring us into conflict with the Chrysanthemum throne. We've succeeded with the Romans' attempt on the Yamato princess. She will now become our soulmate. Alright, she is pregnant and our secret has been exposed, so I guess we can be sure that this is our child. Let's try to elope with her. We've been caught, and with that we are banished from the court. In my dream, I live in a large mansion of unrivaled beauty. That dream must have been a sign from the spirits to travel far from home and search for this mansion and the foreign land where we can live and find our destiny. And with that, our travels shall begin. Let's move our camp and become the greatest seafaring captain of all times. Sailing further west than any of our people have ever done, we came through many lands full of legends and mysteries, until we heard of the British Isles, which sounded a lot like home. Oh, and by the way, while being in Rome, the news reached us that our soulmate awaits a new child from us. I'm not sure how that works, but sure. Britain is in turmoil. We have Jorvik, Sutreya, and Gwynedd, which is Hastings, also Brittany, which are Norse, and all of the other realms are still Catholic. Ivar the Boneless just conquered Scotland, and I have noticed he is a great conqueror. So we will see how much of Britannia he will unite in his lifetime, I guess. We can befriend Hastings' wife and take her to our court. You know, come on over and let's see if we can seduce her. We have successfully cucked Hastings the Proud, and we have a son with his wife. The Vikings really are having a good time. Not only Scotland, but also Sweden has expanded, and in Russia we have Andaya the Stranger, who has not converted to local religion or culture, is also a great conqueror, and is uniting Russia under his banner. Ivar's forces are moving forward, even Hastings is bowing to his powers, so I guess we will just bide our time until Ivar is no more. The Boneless is dead. His realm has fractured into Ireland, Scotland, Brittany, and Gwynedd. In the south, we have a united Christian England. So we could theoretically make landfall now. To become a Japanese government form in Europe, like the Soryo government, which is the one we want, we will need to first become a tribal ruler and then feudalize. Thank you to Dushik7178 for pointing that out in the comments. I think the easiest ruler we can take on is the ruler of Mayo over here. They should stand absolutely no chance against our men-at-arms. And with the siege done, we of course have won the war. And let's see. We are feudal right now, but we should be able, yes, to embrace tribalism. I guess the only other way would have been to start as a Soryo ruler and conquer our way over here to these new lands and then forfeit our titles in Japan. And I think our next move will be to move directly against England. Alright, the English are still fighting defensive wars, for example for Essex, so we will land over here on the western coast and claim the mine that is in one of those holdings. They have way more troops than us, but they are also very distracted. The distraction didn't last long, so I had to hire some mercs for us, but I think we now have a good chance of beating them. Oh yes, we are crushing them. Sure, another bastard. I don't care right now. Damn it, girl, we are fighting an important war over here. We are sieging down the capital. Hopefully that will end the war. Yes, it does. Now hand over our new territories. Thank you very much. We have a new neighboring Welsh kingdom, which is very weak though. So how about we claim London and Essex for our As expected, they didn't put up a real fight, so we can claim our future capital. Alright, that is slowly looking like something. Let's follow up on those gains and claim East Anglia from the Kingdom of England. I think that would be good to block off the Welsh and the Irish from the north. By the way, this is our player heir and grandson. He is the son of our oldest son, which we had way back then in Japan. He was the son for that we were banished. He died already at 44 years, was slain in battle, but thanks to his mother, our former soulmate from back home, we have an heir with fresh imperial blood. Oh, the Western Franks are coming for us. That could be the end here. Or at least we would lose Essex once again. Let's see what we can do. They split their troops, so that gives us a good opportunity against them. Yes. Oh, we got them again. And that is enough to make peace. Enforce demands. They will pay us 700 gold. That is so big for us. We have our first legitimate child with a Gaelic woman over here. But that legitimate child means we've founded our own dynasty finally. The house or the clan of Ashikaga. The name and the COA were randomly generated, but to be honest, I really like them. We are starting with 8 living members. Our second son has founded his own house while we were still a bastard of the Funjas. And at long last, we have also finally won the war for East Anglia, claiming a new duchy for our territories. Somehow the King of England is in our prison, and I'm not really sure how we got him. I guess while a battle or while a raid? I'm really not sure. But the question is what to do with him. We could execute him? I think we execute him. Any last words, Your Grace? No? Alright. And I think we really should take the burden of reigning a kingdom from his son's shoulders. So let's go in with a holy war and claim the southern part of England. Scottish invasion for the Kingdom of England. 13k troops. Oh, we have another great conqueror in Scotland. Good for you, I guess. Not sure how we are gonna defend that. They are sieging our capital. I think we have to hire mercs. We have to blast all our gold into mercs and maybe even more than we have. Just recruit everything. Maybe that will be enough. Let's try something down here. Oh yes, we are beating them. We actually got them. I think we should look for peace. Let's see, 20%? Oh yeah, they would accept a white peace. We are gonna take that. And with the capital besieged, we have also enough war score to force the English to a peace. Nice. We got 3 vessels. Interesting. Surrey, Kent and Cornwall. Because we are of a pluralist religion, we are not getting all lands. We will get rid of them. Another year, another war. We are getting attacked from Holland. Interesting. I don't think they are a real match though. 4k troops, we can easily take them on when they have the landing debuff. Said and done, we've easily defeated their armies. Our first ruler, Yoshimoto, is at death's doorstep. Let's end his life with the creation of the Kingdom of England. And let's also raise our tribal authority, which will then give us the option to adopt feudal ways. As we can see, we will adopt the Soryo government and all our tribal holdings will convert. A new era, long live England, the new England. Okay, it turns out something did not work as intended. We have become administrative and not Soryo. I'm not sure what bugged out there, but give me just a moment. I will look into that and see if we can fix it. We are back and I have good news. We are of the Soryo government now. What I had to do for that is I had to take a neighboring province of Japan, became a Japanese vassal, adopted feudalism after that. So we became Soryo actually. Then I gave away this county over here once again, became independent, and we stayed Soryo. I've used the Divine Intervention cheat menu, which is a mod in Steam Workshop for that. I used this break also to rename and redesign all our titles that we currently hold in our realm. We are now the Kingdom of Aikoku. As far as I know, this is one of the two names still used today for England or the United Kingdom, with I meaning something like heroic or excellent and Koku meaning something like land or state. And I found it very fitting. Every other title in our realm has been renamed as well, of course, to a more Japanic version with the help of ChatGPT, to be honest, and London being renamed to Shimiyako, which is something like new capital, I think. With that done, our ruler can finally find peace. And here we go, our founding father Ashikaga Yoshimoto has finally found peace at 82 years of age. We are gonna keep playing as Ashikaga Munenori. Looking at the map, I don't think we can really do anything at the moment. We will just have to wait for the death of the great conqueror, who has actually formed the Empire of Britannia. Oh shit, here we go again. This time the conqueror is coming with 18k troops, and to be honest, we are not having 1k gold this time to spend on mercs. So it may be that we actually have to give up those lands. What is really nice though is that all our block members are called into the war. Okay, listen, I really tried to defend, but we just don't stand a chance, to be honest, so we will just surrender those lands. We have lost Essex, our capital is gone once again, but we will be back, I promise. Something wonderful just happened. The great conqueror is dead. His son has inherited the High Kingdom, and he still wields massive forces, but there will be resistance against his rule, and we will just have to wait just a little bit longer and we can declare a holy war for the Kingdom of England. We just need to be a little bit more patient. In the meantime, we can upgrade our house aspiration. We are going with the strength aspiration, and that will give us minus man-at-arms recruitment costs, minus army gold maintenance, minus holding construction costs, and many other nice bonuses. Do you see what I see? I see a weakened High King. Let's go in for a holy war of the Kingdom of Aikoku, claim our rightful lands. We will of course get many vassals from that as we are still pluralist, but we will handle them after that. Let's win the war first. We can finally catch his troops. Come on now. Oh yes, that's a win. Very nice. We are beating them a second time. That could be enough to win the war. Yes, it is. We've captured him in battle. Let's claim the spoils. Give us our lands. And as you are still watching the video, why don't you give me a few seconds of your time, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button so you don't miss out on any of the next videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. As mentioned before, we have gained many new vassals that of course don't like us. We are very unpopular among them. But I think we will just trigger some rebellions to get rid of them. Okay, it seems like we only need one big rebellion. Perfect. We of course put that rebellion to a quick end. And with that, we have imprisoned most of our vassals, and they are traitors, so we can rightfully revoke their titles. All the titles are firmly in new Japanese hands. I've renamed and redesigned all the titles again and given them mostly to our sons. I think this is a good time to have a quick look on our title. Our title currently is Tandai. That is a title that is in-game by default, and that is something like a governor or a high commissioner for larger regions in the name of the emperor or the kampaku. For now, we claim to be exactly that, a governor of new lands where we subdued some barbarians. Later on, of course, we will rise and claim the title of Shogun. We will also soon create a new faith and a new culture as well. As you can see, our culture has spread a bit in our realm, so we can actually diverge a culture. I have been thinking about hybridizing with the Norse culture, as they have some traditions and the bellicose ethos that I would have really liked in our new culture. But to be honest, the acceptance is at 0% and dropping, so we would have to invest much effort into that, and even then it would take many years for that. Until we are able to declare kingdom tier wars once again, I am gonna declare duchy wars down in Wales and conquer Wales step by step. Something changed and suddenly our cultural formation does not cost 11k prestige anymore, and we can actually already afford it. As background lore, you should always have in mind that we are seafaring people, since our founding father sailed from Japan to England and became the greatest sailor of the known world. And he has also left us the mission to conquer the territories of the barbarians and bring civilization to them. We will replace the Yashima and ephemeral grace. Traditions, rocks, hills and peace are no longer of use for us, and we will replace them with water, ships and war. We will of course pick the bellicose ethos. Tradition-wise, we will pick up seafarers and by the sword. I do like seafarers, but this is mostly for RP reasons in this run, and by the sword also for RP reasons, but it will also allow us to wage unlimited kingdom tier holy wars. Our culture shall be known as Aikokujin, which basically means the people from Aikoku. 15 of 15 vessels will convert. Let's go. The Aikokujin divergence. We are currently fighting a peasant rebellion, and I just wanted to highlight once again how powerful the new block system for the Japanese characters can actually be. Mostly all characters we landed are of our dynasty or even our house, so they automatically joined our block, and if we are getting attacked, they are all called to war. The Shinto faith has spreaded quite far in our new lands, and we are not gonna break with the Shintoist religion, but our faith is evolving and is becoming something greater. So we are gonna create a new Shintoist faith, but kinda with similar baselines. Our new beliefs came step by step due to the distance to the old homeland and the truth of our daily living. Basically, just like Shinto, we still believe in the spiritual world, maybe even deeper than basic Shinto. Just like in real life, in the Meiji period, we proclaim that the imperial family descends from the sun goddess Amaterasu and therefore is holy and the rightful rulers of the world. I've chosen monasticism as a parallel to our culture, where we have the warrior monks tradition. In RP, it is basically the warrior monks that keep the rites, guard the ancestor shrines, and it is overall a great honor to be within their ranks. We are going with the ancestor worship tenet, just like Shinto. We do not only believe that ancestors should be worshipped, but we also think that they can return as kami, as spirits. Especially great emperors and generals come back to the world to guide us. We are also going with the warmonger tenet, because for us war is not only a random brutality, but it is a sacred mission to bring barbarians under the heavenly rule. Our faith shall be named Shinsaito. Shinsai meaning something like true, new and purified, and Shinto is the way of the gods. So it is basically a casual blend from these two words, meaning something like new Shinto when the people speak of it. I've added an RP description to our faith, a seaborn offshoot of Shinto. Warrior monks worship imperial ancestor spirits as kami and bless holy wars to subdue western barbarians and bind foreign coasts under sacred rule. The imperial family are the rightful rulers of the world. Let's have a quick look on the doctrines I chose. We are going with fundamentalists, lay clergy and the temporal head of faith. I'm gonna say something about that in a second. We are going to accept deviancy in honor of our founding father. Also, witchcraft is accepted. The clergy doctrines are going to be recruitment. We are also going with temporal revocable and family rights in the funerary traditions. Let's have a quick talk about the temporal head of faith. As you may know, we do not own any of the Shinto holy sites, so we can never form the head of faith title. However, RP-wise, we are not even allowed to claim this title, as the head of faith can only be of the imperial family, and to be precise, only the Tenno can be the rightful head of faith. So we will leave this position vacant, but theoretically, in the future, if someone of this faith becomes Tenno by any circumstances, he could claim to be the head of faith. Only 12 of 17 vessels will convert, which is a bit sad, but we will make them convert afterwards. Alright, let's do it then. Create the faith. Shinsai-to has officially been born. Our priests will leave no stones unturned until all of our realm follows the new state faith. With our new culture and faith created, we can now go in on the High King of Britannia and claim the Kingdom of Scotland for ourselves. I think we will do Scotland, after that Ireland, and then claim the missing parts of Wales. What a timing! There's a crusade for Ikoku. The Pope is gathering resistance against our rule. I think we will first beat the Britannian High King and then focus on the crusade. The crusade does not look too strong, only 3.6k troops for now. The numbers will rise of course, but I think we can afford to focus on the northern war first. Okay, the Crusaders have landed in the south, a bit more than 24k troops. Let's finish off the northern war. We are at 88%, so 1 or 2 more sieges and then march down south. The High King is beaten. We can enforce our demands and claim Scotland for our new realm. That does look nice. Let's make sure that we don't lose the southern half. The Crusaders are sieging our capital. We have to go in now and try to beat them back, or everything is lost. That is close. Oh, that's a close one. Let's see, can we hire mercs? 1 merc company. Hand them in. Yes. Let's free our territories. We have freed the last province. And we have won. The war score just ticked up to 100%. Enforce the demands. Broken Cross. Finally. We can now also upgrade our house aspiration to rank 3. Which will add army damage and man-at-arms damage to our perks. It is time to break the resistance of the House of Munze once and for all. Let's declare war and claim the Kingdom of Ireland. Let's hope we can capture him. We did not, of course. Okay, let's go hunt his troops then. That's an easy victory. It is getting a bit annoying. He is calling new allies, freeing the provinces we sieged, sieging new provinces, and we are also getting some rebellions. Yeah, they are outnumbering us right now, together with their allies. I think we have to call our vessels in, everyone we can, even though it costs a lot of prestige. Oh, we've just gained aging gracefully due to an event. That gives us fine health at 89 years of age. even though we are infirm. Alright. They gathered quite some forces, but we can finally beat them back. Oh, we have done it. We have won. You have no idea how hard this war was. It dragged on forever, and I think they are actually outnumbering us again. That really was the hardest war we had in this campaign, at least. Took 10 years. That's crazy. Finally, the resistance of the Sons of Lothbrok is broken. Look at that. We are looking amazing. It took a moment, but I've once again redesigned and renamed all titles in our realm and given those lands out to our family members. And this ransom right here brings us to 1k gold. I've in the meantime conquered the missing parts of Wales, and we are now finally forming the Empire of Britannia, or reforming, I should say. Imperial recognition, that does not fit to our RP, but it is looking good though. Now give me a moment to redesign our realm and our ruler title. We are no longer the Empire of Britannia, we are the CK3 Bakufu, meaning something like Shogunate of the Western Seas. But I think I did something cursed. May I present to you the flag of our new realm? It is in our version, in our timeline. Let me defend myself. Basically, the red for the blood and sacrifices we bring in war, the blue for the seas, and in the center a golden Yamato sigil claiming imperial legacy and the rule by imperial decree, even though we don't have contact to the homeland for over 100 years now. I have also edited our ruler title to Shogun. I have used the mod RIT Simple Manager custom address and nickname and house for that. The link is in the description. Making ourselves a Shogun and adding some flavor to the husbands and wives of our rulers. With the title of the Shogun, we now claim to be the supreme military ruler over Britannia and the Western Seas. And as we are close to the end of this campaign, CK3 is doing CK3 things. Our son is having an affair with his stepmother. Great. In the last conquest, I have conquered Ogneya for our realm to banish the threat of invasions from the Norse people once and for all, reaching the final form of our realm. CK Bakufu, the shogunate of the Western Seas, is ruled by its second shogun, Ashikaga Nobuyori of the Ashikaga clan. We are descending from the lineage of Tandai Yoshimoto, the founding father of our clan, and Shogun Moninori, who has become the first shogun of the Western Seas. However, the rulers of our family are tragically losing their firstborn sons, so succession until now has always skipped a generation. Our dynasty has spread into 14 different houses with over 180 living members, standing strong for the future. Dynasty legacy wise, we have 3 perks in the allegiance tree, and I would recommend going to the end, fulfilling all 5 allegiance perks. Let's also have a quick look on the culture and religion map modes. As we can see, the culture is spreading very good in the south, but will take some time to spread all over our realm. The Shinsaito faith has spread in most parts of our realm. Ireland, as our newest acquisition, needs a few more years, of course, but that is where we are gonna leave it. If you are interested in seeing this story continue, maybe by returning to Japan and claiming the title of Tenno by marriage, let me know down in the comments. Or maybe you want to play from this point onwards by yourself. For that, check out the newly established channel memberships, where you can gain access to the save games of all my future videos and other cool perks. I hope you liked the video, and if so, please consider commenting, liking and subscribing. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one.